Everyone's life is scattered with milestones, events that mark a change of course for better or worse. Frequently they go unrecognized for what they were until hindsight produces 20/20 vision. Late in the afternoon of Sunday, September 19th, 1959, I hold an 8-foot putt on the 18th green of what was then the East Course of the Broadmoor Golf Club in Colorado Springs, Colorado, to win the 59th United States Amateur Golf Championship, my first national title. That evening I was on cloud 9, in seventh heaven. But if a fortune-teller with a crystal ball had happened along in the middle of it, and laid bare all that would happen to me over the next 3 decades, and told me that this victory marked the real beginning, I would certainly have laughed, probably said, "Baloney," and most likely gone off for some celebratory ice cream, double vanilla, heavy on the hot fudge, without another thought. On that day at the Broadmoor, I was 19 years and 8 months old, and had been playing golf for a little over 9 years. I'd had a fair degree of success at the game locally, highlighted by a win in the Ohio State Open when I was 16. Consequently, as would happen with any seemingly talented youngster in so sports-mad a city as Columbus, Ohio, by the summer of 1959 I was becoming something of a hotshot to the hometown press and golfing fraternity. Nationally, of course, it was a different story. Even after I won for the first time against countrywide adult competition in the Trans-Mississippi Tournament in 1958, I don't recall anyone suggesting that Arnold Palmer, then rapidly becoming golf's dominating figure, should start shaking in his spikes. At the age of 18, I was certainly a good golfer, and passionately determined to become a better one. But, despite all the flattering talk about natural gifts and precocious maturity, I was also an extremely raw golfer. Essentially, I still did what I'd always done since my father first put a club in my hands on a spring day in 1950 at Scioto Country Club in the northwestern suburbs of Columbus. Hit it hard, go find it, and hit it hard again. If I won, great. If I lost, well, I'd be pretty upset with myself for a few hours, but then on with the show. The hours then were just too full, and the years too limitless, to live anything but one day at a time. Off the course, I guess the same word, raw, fits equally well for young Jack William Nicklaus circa 1959. Life in Columbus in my formative years, even for my kind of comfortable middle-class family, was pretty basic Americana. With perhaps one exception, I'm sure I could have played the middle American small-town boy next door to an absolute T in all those 1940s and 1950s Hollywood movies about healthy, happy, clean-cut, uncomplicated people. The exception was my nuttiness about sports, all sports, inherited from and tirelessly encouraged by my father. From the age of 6, when my dad first took me to an Ohio State football game, you name it, and I played it, and watched it, and ate and drank and talked and dreamed it. Even as the golf bug began to bite deeper and deeper in my early teens, the game remained just one of a whole range of sports that, given the opportunity, I would play joyfully and exhaustingly, from a dawn breakfast to a forced bedtime. Being naturally blessed with a robust physique and good hand-eye coordination, and consequently becoming fairly good fairly quickly at most games, they were all tremendous fun. For a long time, even girls came second. Growing along with the sports mania was a powerful desire to excel, partially inborn perhaps, but also relentlessly encouraged and nurtured by my father. I remember as though it were yesterday, Dad bugging me about running when I was in the 6th grade. He would insist on racing me home to dinner, or to the movies, or to wherever we were going, and for a long time he would always beat me, despite a slight lameness remaining from an old ankle injury. Finally, he goaded me into going out for track, and by the time I finished 7th grade, there wasn't anyone in that grade or the next who could touch me running the 100 yards or the 220. In fact, I recall doing the 100 in 11 seconds flat just after I turned 13, which was a pretty respectable time for a kid in those days. That almost satisfied Dad. This all-sports mania persisted until I was 17. Then, in the spring